second down. Here's Ryan. Flush to his right. Connects with Sanu right side. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Get up! Let him go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And he'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. Well, switching gears for a second, a neat moment before Pittsburgh's game last week. Everybody knows James Conner and how he dealt with cancer. 10-year-old in the crowd, Charles, had a sign that he was holding, and this kid is also dealing with cancer. James Conner went over to him, met him, gave him a word of encouragement, and signed some things for him. That was really nice.
Really cool, isn't it? Because James Conner understands what that young man's going through. I believe his name is Levi. Got his attention. They're kindred spirits. And James Conner also showed him by his play and being back out there, beat this, overcome it, and go out and live your life the way you want to live it. And he's living it in a big way in the NFL right now, having a terrific season.
And over 100 yards again this past week.
Yeah, what a great story and crucial catch month in the NFL.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Throw left side complete. It's Cole. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 47 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Sunday. 372.
Into the red zone. It's Bortles. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
380.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Atlanta now coming out on the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little.
Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Dante Fowler. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Ryan on second down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. So a minute 55 to go in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Tuesday. 21. Gun. 20.
They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Well, before Jacksonville gets the ball back here, let's look back to that Week 6 game against Dallas. The defense, I mean, look, the offense struggled, but the defense really struggled. Those first 4 weeks, they were as advertised. 56 points allowed total. 70 points, though, now given up the last 2 weeks, Charles.
Yeah, hard to believe that win against New England. It seemed like a real establisher, you know, saying this team's going to be there all year.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Bortles to throw on second down. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Hey, let's go. Here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. To throw on second down, Ryan. And it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Hey, 5-0. 11. 380. 380.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A gain of 6 there on first. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Hey, 54, Ricky. Hey, spread left. Green 80. Throw left, throw left. Mike 39, Lucy. Green inside.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Spread left, spread left, spread left. Undercut, undercut, undercut. 77. Mike 39, Lucy. Hey, 5-0, 5-0. So right. Green is right.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. Now Bortles looking long for Westbrook and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down.
73.
They'll go with a big bank for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
76. 76. Lucy.
Bortles now on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. First, there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Hey, let's go.
Right back to him on first down. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Space. Hey, let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What has not been the best game for him, but but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
On third down, Ryan. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. That's to his running back, complete. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. And they're not able to convert on fourth down. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. 50 yards. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Jaguars. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A gain of 32 that time. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, this gives us a chance to look ahead to some big Week 7 games upcoming. New England, Chicago, that's intriguing. Carolina and Philly, you have that game. And then how about Dallas and Washington? They're a combined 6-5, but they're playing for first place in the NFC East.
And just think, Dallas and Washington fans, when they have children, the first words they teach them are, "We hate that rival team." And now they're going to get after it for first place in the East. The records aren't great, but the rivalry is strong.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw, it's Bortles. And the pressure gets to him again. Derek Shelby in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
11. 72.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So out come the Falcons now. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. He finds some open field here. Oh, and now he bowls him over. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On second down, Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Gun. Hey, Tuesday.
Now Ryan on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Again on second and 10, it's Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
On third down, Ryan. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Yannick Ngakoue coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. Now Giorgio Tavecchio for the field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Nice 39, Lucy.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Bortles. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Lucy. 11B.
Bortles. And he's going to go down again. Deion Jones in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
make a throw right here. Lucy.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Robert Alford. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting out and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And this one brought in by Sanu. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Hey, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Spread right, 72. Right 39, Lucy. So right.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
73.
They'll run for it with Fournette. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
That's right. 73. Let's take the 4 right, man.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, hold it. 11.
To throw is Bortles. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, Yeah, not really a good reason.
Right.
Hey, Tuesday. 12. 20. Gun. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. Well,
I live with birds come in. Sounds like I seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brett. She go to battle. LED logo the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the demon on flats. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, don't man. I'm a K-back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the Jordan, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, any 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happen when you give it a taste life and you give it a wasteland. This what happen when you give it a fake life and then the ape in. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, from the back of the. I got a girl, Brett. She go to battle. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, from the back of the. I got a girl, Brett. She go to battle.
Did you pass me the other headphones or something like that?
This how I need my background to be. This shit perfect. I just don't want it to be showing my cigarette.
Did you do a workout today? No. Did you do?
No, give me your phone till you do your workouts.
It don't work like that, Jeremiah.
You don't get your phone until you do your workouts every day. So
No matter what time.
that mean that look at me. That mean that need to be the first thing you get up and do every morning. Duh. That's why I put it in your head like that. To get your phone to use it, you have to complete your workout. So what you gonna be doing in the morning? Working out, right? And get it out the way every day, right? Yeah.
And don't half-ass it like you usually do.
You take too long. You take too long. You're not even getting your phone today. He'll half-ass it. He do complete sit-ups. He do complete squats and calf raises because he already know what happened.
When you're here.
So why the fuck would you give him his phone then, or give him anything? So you can start doing it.
Never got it back.
Huh?
You don't gotta do it in our room.
You don't gotta do it here. You can go in the basement and do them on the sit-up bench to make it easy for you. But you want to sit up here and know that when you go in the basement, you ain't gonna do all of them if ain't nobody watching you. All you gotta do is go in the basement and don't lie to yourself.
Happening. Like a